Hi guys, welcome to Let's Get to the Marks. Today we're going through exchange surfaces, and the first one we're looking at is the lungs. So you can see here air coming down the trachea, which is supported by cartilage. You can feel the cartilage if you run the finger down the front of your neck. Well, anyway, the air comes through the trachea, through the bronchi, and into the bronchioles. The air then enters the air sacs, which are known as the alveoli. Now, these air sacs, the alveoli, are the site of gas exchange, and their job is to basically take the oxygen out of the air you've just breathed in and diffuse it into the blood as quickly as they can. And they also want to remove the carbon dioxide, which will be diffusing from the blood into the alveoli, so that you can remove the carbon dioxide waste. Now, in order to maximize diffusion efficiency, they need a large surface area, and they've got a huge 75 meters squared surface area of the millions of alveoli. When you think of the size of your lungs, that's about the size of a tennis court. They're moist on the outside, as shown by this blue line here, and gases dissolve really well in a moist surface. And they have very thin walls, which creates a short diffusion pathway, so the oxygen and carbon dioxide don't have far to travel. And finally, the fourth thing, they have a good blood supply. And you can pretty much apply these four things: large surface area, moist lining, thin walls, and a good blood supply. You can apply those to all exchange surfaces. And another exchange surface you need to know about is the small intestine, shown here. Its job is to absorb the products of digestion, amino acids, glucose, minerals like calcium or iron, and get them quickly into the blood so they can be delivered to working cells where they're needed. For instance, we need glucose in the mitochondria. Now, how is the small intestine adapted to do its job? Well, it has these finger like projections called villi. You can see here in this photograph. Like all exchange surfaces, they have very thin walls, one cell thick. They have a huge surface area. They contain something called microvilli that give them an even larger surface area. And obviously, they need a good blood supply as well. This helps maintain a high concentration gradient if you have a good blood supply. Now, whether you're dealing with the small intestines like here or the lungs like we just looked at, in any situation in an exam, if you're asked about exchange surfaces, you need to remember they all have thin walls, they all have a large surface area. Normally they're moist, and if it's an animal, it will have a good blood supply there as well. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Let's get to the marks.